Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Ultimate General, American Civil War. Today we're going to be playing the Battle of Gaines Mill. General McClellan's invasion army did not expect our aggressive maneuvers. Instead of using our forces to defend, we concentrated them for an assault towards the right flank of the Union Army. Overwhelmed by our tactical superiority, the Federal forces composing the Union right flank began to withdraw to the south. After a few miles' march, General Porter prepared a strong defensive line along Boatswain's Swamp in an effort to stop our advance. We must not lose this battle, or else the Union will get the upper hand and reach the gates of Richmond. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our second corps here as the frontal attack, and we'll just kind of put some pressure on them, especially over here. This area tends to be a little less defended, and we'll have our first corps come in from the right, their right, and so we're going to be concentrating our forces a lot over here, and on this side it's going to be more like a holding defensive position just in case they decide they want to come out of their positions. The Union's forces that made up McClellan's right flank have retreated through Gaines Mill. General Porter now holds a defensive line along Boatswain Creek. Our plan to suppress and destroy the Union's right flank is now at a very critical point. The main bulk of our forces are expected to arrive from the northwest. A portion of our army is ordered to maneuver to the east and flank the Federals. We must coordinate our attacks from multiple directions and pass through the Union defenses. Then continue south and threaten the main Union army. The Yankees will surely reinforce the area with more troops coming from this direction, so act with caution, General. We are moving into attack position. It is advised to carefully advance up to this ridge, clear the roads of enemy skirmishers, and maintain a defensive line until the rest of our reinforcements arrive. General, attack the Union lines behind Boatswain Creek only if practicable. Their position is strong. Good luck. All right. And let's go ahead and get rid of that cavalry. I'm going to bring all of our artillery in this first wave so that we can just really start to hammer them. Forrest will be able to catch up later on, so yeah, let's make sure that all of our artillery... There we go. We've got howitzer, Napoleon, Parrott. Okay. Let's get everyone pretty much as close as possible to where I'm going to be deploying them. And I think their line of advance will be through here. I want to have most of my artillery in this area. I might put like the Parrots over here, but I think I'm going to put the two howitzers and the Napoleons over here, and we're going to just pound this position and hopefully start to turn the flank on them, especially by the time our reinforcements arrive. And then let's go ahead and take Maggleton and Johnson and McGinnis, and I kind of want them acting as the vanguard, finding any skirmishers along the way, and then we'll have these guys just following up behind them. And I'm putting these guys out in front because they're armed with, muskets and Springfield M1842s, so if I can charge them in, it'll be fine. And if they take losses, these are pretty cheap weapons, so not a big deal. And we'll get them moving. So let's do like that, and over here. And then let's get our artillery moving. Yep, that'll be good enough for right now. Oops. Grab the same unit. Yep, and I'll fix their pathing later on. But I just want to get them going for right now. We'll have these men follow up. They're going to be over here. Let's have Johnson ride out. And we're going to speed up the game just because, well, we're getting into position. Okay, they took this hill. Good for them. That was kind of what we expected all along. And we have run into some Union troops over here. So I'm going to have Johnson come over here. I've got Dennison coming to help him. And then McGinnis and Magleton will keep moving forward. They're going to keep on acting as a screen for our artillery. And I'm going to run Dennis into position because I'd like him sooner rather than later. Yep. Let's move Johnston up, move our supplies up. Yep, just slowly moving forward. How is Johnson's firearms? It's actually not bad. They're actually pretty decent with firearms. Let's have McGinnis detour for just a moment. Oops, yep, more skirmishers. What's Dennison? Oh, our Mississippi's. Okay. And let's get... Where are the parrots? The parrots I don't mind unlimbering, because the parrots I'm going to move into this position anyway, so I think I will get them unlimbered and helping out here. But everyone else I want moving over here. All in all, this is going well so far. Supplies over here. I wonder if we can capture them with Johnston, because those supplies seem very overextended. Unfortunately, our artillery has gotten a little bogged down here in the woods. Oh, in Stockton, I apparently didn't give the correct move orders. Let's speed it up again, since nothing's happening. I don't think Johnson is gonna make it in time. He's moving a lot slower than I expected him to. So I don't know that we'll be able to capture these supplies. I've had Denison running. Oh yeah, there's a lot of men over here. This is definitely not the flank to be attacking. So I'm glad I was able to confirm that. Got some sharpshooters over here. They seem like a pretty dedicated skirmisher unit, so I want to be rid of them. Let's keep moving our artillery up. These guys are just doing a ton of damage. Try getting some cover over here. We've got them wavering, so hopefully they'll break. Yeah, we can just focus on pushing these skirmishers back at the moment. But Naggleton is getting hit pretty hard by this artillery over here. Let's move Peckham up. Johnson over here. Let's move Naggleton back. Just because that shell is really hurting us. And let's move Lomax further out to the flank. Meager over here. Don't mind Naggleton just kind of taking up a nice little defensive position over here. And let's start moving Trig up so that we can get some fire on these guys over here. Yep, there's some artillery in the back there. The problem is I don't know how close I can get before they're in range of me. Kind of got Lomax checking out the flank. Bring up our supply wagons. They've got some counter battery, it looks like. Let's bring Johnston over here to help with Denison's morale. start our own counter battery operation over here. I'm going to move Meager over here to follow behind Lomax, and I'm going to have Johnson. We're going to have Johnson and McGinnis kind of act as our front line over here. Let's move Trig a little further forward. Where are these guys going to? Looks like we're going through supply pretty quickly. Especially Peckham. I'm guessing our reinforcements will be here in 20 minutes. Not like this flank, but the rest of our second corps. Okay. Lomax is still doing okay. Nobody's really looking to engage him yet. So if we can get in behind this artillery, that would be pretty interesting. It looks like they are starting to react a little bit. Bring Lomax up. Remember Johnston over here. Okay, we've got Chapman routing. Okay, Griffin isn't firing on us, which is good. But I do want to break Buchanan and send him running. Okay, good. Keep attacking. More of our troops are entering the battlefield. We await our flanking force to arrive in about an hour along this road. General, it is advised to reserve our troops and attack all together with the final reinforcements, but of course you may decide differently. Well, I am currently attacking, and it seems to be going pretty well, so. But we will be taking it slowly, and by slowly I mean that we're going to bring up our artillery before we advance along the rest of this line, if we advance on it at all. Bring Lomax over here. I really would like to capture these supplies. What is our hold Boatswain Hill, hold Boatswain Woods, hold McGee Hill. So if I can hold this and this, that's a victory. Yeah. It's holding this and this and turning it into a front like this, that will mean victory for us. And if we can push them back into these marshes, I mean, that would be great, into that swampland. But the problem is I don't know exactly where the Union reinforcements will be showing up. I don't know if they'll be like over here more. They probably won't be arriving from over here, but we'll see. Let's bring McClellan over here while you guys march. Cavalry, forest. Oh, what is this? Farnsworth. Okay, let's bring Lomax back to deal with that. Bear and Forest, get ready to help out. Let's get these men across. Come on, come on. Put the artillery up here and set up. Bear, come over here. I don't know what these guys are doing. Are they charging? I mean, they're not charging, obviously, but are they wanting to get into melee? Yep, charge these skirmishers. You guys keep coming up. Oh yeah, there's several Union forces over here, which is not good. Let's bring Dennison around. I'll have McClellan here to defend this artillery unit. Bring Bear back, bring Forrest back, Johnston. And let's just try to hold a defensive position right here. I don't know how these guys are hitting us. They're so far away. It's kind of driving me crazy. Okay, good. Buchanan isn't firing anymore, but we're still getting shots onto Chapman. And let's turn that off for right now. There they are. Okay, and now we'll just let our artillery kind of start to work their way over here. Denison, yep, from over here. Bear, I want to work his way over here. Okay, that was really good. Excellent. They're routing. Let's bring Bear up over here. Farnsworth is doing Farnsworth things. I am flanked somehow. Maybe there's some skirmishers. Bear is flanked. Let's get him out. Where are these guys? Man, they are moving so slowly. Bear has not, I've not utilized Bear to his potential, which is a shame. Let's get our guys some ammunition. Let's see if we can't take advantage of this right here. Get a nice flank shot on them. Okay, we got a little something. We're also taking some damage. It's to be expected. That was good overall, I'd say. Cool, we shattered those skirmishers. I'm gonna move Peckham over a little bit. Denison, I'm gonna run into position because he's just moving so slowly. He's moving so slow. start to move this artillery down over here. We can start working Griffin. Oh, here's the charge. Make sure Johnston's over here. Oh, Meeker routed. Which I did not expect. Take some parting shots at Taylor while he's routing. So nothing wrong with that. Let's have McGinnis take this spot. I'll keep Meager back to regain some condition. Dennison, move up. Let's go ahead and resupply our artillery a little bit over here. Lomax could really use a resupply as well. Bring him over. And I think I just need to keep Bear in reserve because I want to get around and I want to hit this artillery, but there's just so much. There's just too much there to really handle. Forest and move forward to hit this artillery in the flank because he can just come in, pop them, and then run. Yep, that's great. keep in reserve until we see an opportunity. Let's bring these guys forward. I'm gonna have McGinnis charge into the side of Taylor over here. Excellent. Forrest is just working the flank. Yeah, McGinnis is taking a lot of damage. He will probably need to fall back. I didn't expect Farnsworth to get involved, I must admit. Alright, reinforcements are arriving from up here. That's good. Let's get them over here. And let's capture McGee Hill. Oh McGinnis, that you gotta keep moving, man. That is not the spot to stop. Let's go ahead and bring this artillery over here. And let's get everybody coming down. Yep. Yep. Bring him down. Yep. Bring the artillery up. Bring the artillery up. Get McGinnis out of there. These guys are pretty fresh, so they can continue the assault. Everyone else, I kind of want to wait a little bit. Let's shoot Farnsworth over here. Bring Pogue down. Actually, let's bring Bear back. I want him and Pogue working together. Bring the artillery down. Supply wagon down. Trigger, come on down. And I think we've kind of got their artillery isolated over here. So I might charge into them with our shock cavalry. And I also want to take these supplies. So let's have Pogue charge in over here. I'll have Bear attack Farnsworth. Oh, I don't want Forrest in melee. That was not what I wanted. Oh, where's our supply wagon? Come over here. Oh, Heximer surrendered. Excellent. We'll take that. Looks like Farnsworth routed. Let's come take these supplies. What are you, 3-inch ordnance? Absolutely, that's awesome. Captured their supplies, let's get them back. Yeah, I think this went pretty well, all things considered. Let's bring up Chris with his Whitworths. Come forward, Johnston. Yep, looks like our guys are just coming on down. Forrest, come over here. Our 2 shock cavalry, come over here. Now let's start presenting a thorn in the flank of these Union troops. I'm gonna have McGinnis watch the flanks of our artillery over here. I'll have them come south a little bit. But yeah, we're pretty close to capturing McGee Hill. I'm hopeful we'll get it before the 30 minutes are out. That would be pretty cool. But I'm going to keep everyone advancing. Let's bring our supplies around. I'm going to bring Forrest in to just try to shoot this guy at point blank range. Let's bring our shock cavalry over. Okay, Bartlett surrendered. Got a lot of good guns out of that. Let's just keep everyone moving down. Yep, Peabody. Yep, get some shots on Taylor. Make sure that Newton has to respond to our infantry instead of the cavalry. And we are driving them from the field little by little. Excellent. We've got McGee Hill. Let's have everyone hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. And looking good. Awesome, we got another to surrender, Lorenz. These are all really good. Let's keep moving our men up. And okay, let's see about capturing that supply. Forest, I don't know, you can just shoot Franklin, I guess. Let's bring him in. Start gathering our POW camp. And we'll see. I think there should be another phase to this battle. I don't think it'll be over just because we met the victory conditions. Cool, we've got them. So let's go ahead and start establishing a defensive line over here. I imagine there'll be some Union troops coming eventually, so let's go ahead and set them up like that. Bring these guys down over here. And let's actually set this artillery up over here so that we can start pushing them out. Yeah, let's have him come up and be just like a dedicated supply wagon for Peckham. Meager, come over here. Cake's getting in position. Let's bring him down to also shoot up Franklin. So yeah, I was definitely misusing Bear earlier in the battle. I think it's better to just hold him in reserve until we've got a unit that's wavering or routing, or to use him to countercharge. I just need to be mindful about that in the future and how I use him. I can't force him to work in a situation that is just not going to work. Let's take another shot. Very good. And then let's call Forrest back. And might even have him rest for a little bit. Let's put Meager over here, Dennison here. I'm gonna keep McGinnis in reserve because he's suffered a lot in this battle already. Johnston over here. Okay. Let's move Chris. Siegfried over here, Kemper here, Hodgson, that's fine, Pender, Paxton. Bernie, I can flex between either front. Let's bring in McGinnis. Lomax. Okay, start bringing you guys across. Bear, come over here. Pogue, stay up here. Oops, McGinnis is getting shot. Let's just have him take a shot and then back up. Okay, he got his volley off. Break their defenses before nightfall. Well, I think we're doing fine. Every single unit of our attacking force is now present in the battlefield. Before the end of the day, we must push the Union south of those ridges, prepare for the final assault. Well, I believe we've already met our victory conditions, but that's fine. We'll keep doing what we must. Let's bring this artillery forward. Keep supplies over here. Going strong. I'm gonna have Bear chase down Franklin. Hamilton's still taking some damage over here. What's Hamilton equipped with? Okay. Pretty low-end rifle, or low-end weapon. So, nothing to worry about. Also, they were saying that all of our units are committed to the battle, but I think I'm still missing units from both of my corps, so waiting for them to truly be dedicated. This is a good position for Lomax. Bring Dennison in. Bring Phelps up. Let's bring Stockton up. Cake is just really tired, and that's because I've been running him, so it's my fault. Bring Bear and Pogue over here. And bring Forest down into here. Oops, looks like there's a charge. So let's everybody get ready for that. Although I don't think that's going to be very effective. Yeah, Forest. Won't come into here for right now. Let's bring this artillery up. Oh, they completely shattered. Stinks for them. And go ahead and start bringing some of these units up just a tad bit. I do want our artillery in a good firing position before we commit over here. And I'm wondering a little bit about these troops and if there are any Union forces coming, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, so we're just going to keep them there. Bring Trig up, bring Phelps up, bring Stockton up. And let's bring these skirmishers up. More troops arrive. Excellent. Yes, I want to be able to press them on all sides. So let's do exactly that. What do you guys have? Okay. Got the longer range guns. Forest, come over here. And let's move Denison up. Lomax turn. Okay. Oh, we've got skirmishers over here. Very interesting. Let's bring Sanders over. McGinnis, you can come up. Where is Johnston? Here we go. Everyone focus fire on Warren. Try to break that charge. Yep, there it is. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Oops. Forrest is getting shot to pieces by this infantry over there, so I'm gonna call him back. Cake is doing fine. Another charge? Yes. Yes, there is indeed another charge. If I could get Bear and Pogue over here. Yep, get Bear in there. Sanders is killed. Well, that's a shame. He was a great man countering that charge. Oops, I don't need to charge. Oops, there's another charging unit. Let's try to get them out of there. I don't want Bear getting caught up in another charge. Oh, he's so stuck in there. Okay, there he goes. Okay, let's send Pogue in this time. And let's keep moving this infantry up. Because we're sweeping them from the field. Oops. Charge in. So all you guys just chill for a minute. Yeah, Sanders did great. Thank you, Sanders. Go ahead and come down here, you guys. You're hardly useful at this point. Okay, retreat. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Get out of there. That's annoying. No. Yep, that was pretty good. Pretty good. So it looks like they do get 2 shots. Because it does say double barrel, so that's pretty neat. Let's bring Forrest down around this way. Yep, you men come down. Let's come in and get another double barrel shot on them. I did want Johnson to charge in, but he's pretty tired. I'm not sure how effective that would be at this point. I thought... Don't I have a unit with, I'm pretty sure I have a ranged cavalry unit with Cookin Brothers somewhere. Maybe they just weren't called into this battle. Who knows? Okay, he got his double blast off. And we're just driving the Union from the field at this point. They don't really have much that can fight back. I want to keep our fresh units cooking. Our artillery is just kind of sitting back. Let's bring them up. McGinnis, if you want to run down here, feel free. Oops, I'm getting shot up. Alright, double barrels, let's go. There we go. There's one. And there's two. Bring them back. Peabody, come here. Looks like our supplies have been left in the dust. Come on up, supplies. Let's go ahead and dismount. Just because I am going to keep Forrest in this flanking position, just hammering them. And let's bring you around to perhaps deal with those skirmishers. Yeah, and Forrest is just having a field day. And 2 shots. Come on. Any minute now. Nothing. You guys keep coming up. Where's the artillery? Artillery can come up. How much ammunition does this cost? Okay. So I need to put them on hold. Kind of like with the, kind of like with my revolver cavalry. I need to just make them hold position for them to open fire. Go ahead and run these guys in, because they are not moving along very quickly. charge all back in. That's it, apparently. I really wanted to keep pushing then, but oh well. We got some really good weapons out of that. These infield pattern 1853s. Got some more carbines. I think I'm swimming in carbines at the moment. A lot of Lorenz. Yeah, all in all, that was pretty good. Casualty was really good. Had like a over a 3-to-1 casualty ratio, so I'll take that. Of course, we had a much stronger force that we came in with, so. Oh, and we've got AP Hill for a general. Very exciting. Let's go ahead and get Johnston his new perk. So I could increase accuracy, charge, and maneuver. I'm going to go with accuracy, just because I like having really strong fire brigades. Although I often wonder about the maneuver. Because getting your units around faster, I mean, how could that not be good, right? But I'm just gonna stick with fire specialist for now. Maybe in a future playthrough I'll just go all speed and see what happens. All right, so next is Malvern Hill. Let's go ahead and put. I am going to assign our career points, but I want to look and see. Yeah, so we've got 2 attack waves of 20 brigades that we can bring. But we're not. We could set up reserves, but I think at this point in the game, I don't need it yet, so I'm going to put another point into logistics because I need to be improving our shop. And then, now let's definitely apply that. And then I'm thinking medicine. Put some more points in medicine. Or I could put a point into politics. But I think medicine might be the way to go because, well, what does our armory look like? I think we're fairly well set on weapons at the moment, so I don't see us needing to use a lot of our money to buy more weapons. I will say it is a little concerning that we only have enough Harper's Ferry for like 1 brigade, maybe 1 brigade here. So I really do need to be putting more points into logistics and getting our shop up to snuff, because we will fall behind if we don't keep getting weapons in our shop. In any case, I'm going to put a point into medicine, call that good, and I'm going to bring our units back up to full strength. I'm going to look at what the army comparison is. I always forget to look at this. So it's going to be 30,000. And we're going to be bringing a lot more men than what they have, so shouldn't be too bad. But let's go ahead and get our guys back up to full strength here. Looks like Meager was at 2,300, so I'll bump him up a little bit. Magleton, I think, was around that. Yep. So bump him up to 24. McGinnis took a lot of damage. He was at 1900. I'm gonna put him at 2000. Forrest. We should have some veterans that we can put in here. I think I had him at 600 before, and it looks like it doesn't hurt him too much to get back up to 600. What if I did rookies? Just the comparison. Yeah, we'll give him 600
Yes, sir.
overall in veterans. What are we looking at for cavalry weapons? Honestly, not too bad. We are slowly building up our revolving carbines. That'll be really fun to give Forrest in the future. Or these Maynards, either one. Yeah, what was that? Sullivan. Sullivan never came out. These guys never came into the battle. Oh well. Phelps. Let's put him at 18 guns. Lomax, I think, was... Oh man, I didn't realize how many men Lomax lost. It's kind of brutal. I'll just bring him up to 2200. I kind of don't want to hurt his firearm stat that much. Denison did really well. I can bring him back up to 2300 at the very least. I'll put him at 2400. Johnson, I think, did pretty well and was at 2200. So let's give him a slight bump. Bear did really well in the end. I misused him early on, so I'm gonna put him at about 500. Peckham did well. Got a lot of kills, just kind of sitting there. Sanders was at 1300 or 1400. Oh, we need to rename him because I think Sanders got killed actually. So thank you for your sacrifice, Sanders. We will always remember you. Cake didn't really do too much. So we'll just get him up to 1400. Actually, I'm curious. He's a mid-ranking colonel. We don't really... I was hoping that maybe one of our guys coming back from injury would be better to put in here, but I mean, the only one who's any decent is AP Hill, and I don't know if I want to put AP Hill in here or not, or if I just want Curtin to keep gaining more experience.
Yes, sir.
Peabody, another 1300er, but he got a lot of kills in that last battle actually. He did not do too poorly. I'm gonna put him at 1500. Olabak wasn't terrible either. I mean, it's kind of tough when they're rocking the sawed-off shotguns, but did not do terribly, I will say. Looks like about 350 is the sweet spot, so I'll put him at that. Keep rocking the sawed-off shotguns unless could give you the revolving carbines, but I think that's kind of a waste. Yeah, I like the sawed-off shotguns and being kind of this fake melee cavalry. Oh, how are we looking at for artillery? We could give him the 24-pounder howitzers. These things are monsters. How do you do in kills? 429 versus 330. It's to be expected. He had fewer cannons. And I think I'm gonna kit him out with these howitzers because these are just devastating. Absolutely devastating.
Sir, yes, sir!
And here, could give him the 3-inch ordnance, which maybe I will do.
Sir, yes, sir!
And I'll give him 15 men. These guys didn't come into the battle, right? Either they didn't come in or they were late. So I'm not gonna worry about them. And I will get these guys up to 350. Can we give you any other rifles? I could give them the Whitworths. I don't know if that... I could give them the Henry Repeaters. That would be kind of funny. Give them these, although efficiency goes down. Let's go look at our other... We really didn't take too much damage here. Yeah, I could just bump him up to 18 guns. I'll do that. Pogue, I'll bring up to 500. Milroy, 15. Adams. Did Adams take losses? He did. Dang. Put him back at 450. Let's see here. 14 is good for you. And here with the parrots, 14. Perfect. Looking good. I think I will just give you the carbines.
Yes, sir.
Because 48. Apparently the Cookin Brother is more expensive than the carbines. Which I mean, I guess these are kind of devastating at close range, but I just don't know if I have the micro in me to do that at the moment. It does make me wonder if I should give you these guys the Cookin Brothers versus the sawed-off shotguns. Yeah, I'll just keep the sawed-off shotguns, and I'll send Hollaback to help Bear if there's an opportunity. Let's go into our armory and buy up some stuff. Yep, let's buy those Henry Repeaters. Let's buy these Whitworths. And I'm going to use my reputation to get some of these guys, just because they're good weapons, so why not? I think I'll also take this artillery. We still have a +2 to morale. And I think these guys should be getting pretty efficient, I would think. Yeah, I'd say they are for the most part. I just need their officers to get to Brigadier General or High Colonel, and then they'll be a little bit more efficient, but they're not doing too bad. Let's see who would be best to give some good weapons to. Mississippi isn't bad. Let's give him these infield patterns. Oh, these are really good in melee. But I'm not going to give my shock units these rifles just because they are still pretty expensive. I'd much rather them have like the MJ&G or something. So I'm going to give them these 1853s. They do seem their base damage is lower, but their effectiveness at range, I mean they're pretty much equal. There's probably not much sense in swapping those out, but I will swap these guys. Hodgson, I think I might just keep with the musket for right now. I don't think I have enough. Actually, I do have enough MJ&Gs. Yeah, I will give him the MJ&Gs.
Sir, yes, sir.
He's earned it, I'll say. Our other shock brigades are still pretty meh, so I'll hold off right now. Yep, we'll do that. Reboards, we can do a little bit better. Mississippi's maybe. Let's give you a reboard.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm okay keeping that. Well, and then I see that this guy actually has a better, this guy is actually a little bit better.
Yes, sir.
And let's look over here. I don't mind giving you a Mississippi if we have. Ooh. I was going to say if we have the. If we have the weapons, but we don't. So let's give you the Lorenz. What about you? Can give you another high tier rifle. Not that one. Could give them the Harper's Ferry, which maybe I will do. He actually has a decently high firearms. So maybe I'll give him these MJ&G Type 2s. Let's see if I can't give you a decent rifle. I can give you this. Oh no, I can give you the Mississippi. It's even better. And then you guys, I'll give this. These guys are fine using Springfields. These guys are fine using Springfields. Should I give them the muskets? Let's give you a musket. Let's give you a musket. Everyone else keep your Springfields. And I'd say we're pretty much done here. Let's just go through and buy up any artillery that might be worth it. Got plenty of howitzers, so I'm not going to buy any howitzers. The 12-pounder howitzers. I'm going to buy these. Buy that. Buy that. Buy that. How much is this going to cost? Quite a bit. How many do we have? Perhaps none? We don't have any of these? But isn't this what Forrest is using? 1861s. Am I crazy? 1861. Yeah, it is that. Okay. Maybe I won't buy all of them. Maybe I'll just buy some. Buy like 250 at this moment in time. Skirmishers. Let's buy up all the Whitworth telescopic rifles. Let's buy up all of these. And see, what I don't get is I feel like some aren't showing up even when I have them. Well, maybe I don't have any of these, but I know one of my rifle unit, or one of my skirmisher units is using them. I think Bloom, the 1856s. Yeah, so he's using those. I'll buy up some of these. We bought all the Henrys. How much are the Harpers Ferry going to cost? Almost 100,000, which is a lot. The MJ&Gs aren't too bad. I certainly would like more of these. These Springfields. Yeah, let me go buy these Springfields. The Tyler, Texas. I'm gonna buy the Tyler, Texas just for fun. I don't think it's like an incredible gun, but it's just for fun. Everything else, I'm gonna... maybe the Lorenz? Yeah, I will buy the Lorenz. Everything else I'm gonna hold off on though. For right now. And I know I gave some of my men Harper's Ferries or MJ&G Type 2s and they aren't my shock brigades, so eventually I want to start giving them these Lorenz and then freeing up these two weapons for my shock brigades. Anyway, I think that'll be it for this video. Next time, we're going to be playing Malvern Hill. Thanks everybody for watching, really appreciate it. As always, feel free to leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you are interested in watching more of this content, and thanks again. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.